Turning that heat up because we gonna be gone for a while. Ain't trying to be paying those bills. Ready, Teddy?
Oh yeah.
Ready, Teddy?
Here we go.
We're ready to go. We got her packed up. We got our deer cart on there, all of our coolers, our stands, whatever. We should have everything needed to hunt down some velvets in Kentucky. Let's get on the road. We got about 6 hours and then we'll be there.
Well, I left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on a assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, cause I always wanted me one that was long and black.
Sing it, tough.
I'd get it one piece at a time and it wouldn't cost me a dime.
We are in Kentucky. Just gotta stop and grab a few things quick and then we're headed to camp. Got a block target.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Wanna know something funny, Ted? Those are my footprints from the turkey tour right there. You don't care for it, do you?
No, my girlfriend sees him and keeps asking if I've had another girl in here. Just a long-haired mulletman. Well, this is where they camp at.
They've even got a jungle gym for Ted.
Said they got a jungle gym for you, bud. You think they'll be here this weekend with their horsies? Oh yeah, right here, bud.
It's gonna be important so we can make videos for these people, huh?
That's gonna be real important for you guys. When we don't have that, you guys don't get to watch videos.
Gotta check and make sure she works before we set up the whole camp. Taking camp down too many times, Ted.
Well, friends, we're in Kentucky, and as you can tell, we have set up camp. Ted and Jake are unpacking the rest of the stuff in the boat right now, and we just got the tent set up. It's supposed to be really warm down here for the next couple days. It's like 90 right now, so it could get pretty miserable in this tent at night. So we've got it all unzipped so we get as much airflow as possible. And one thing I'll touch on real quick, we got electricity in this campsite. We're gonna run to town here in a minute and buy a box fan and a cord just to put in there so we got some airflow at night. Hopefully that'll allow us to get at least a little bit of rest. But if you're familiar with any of our videos from like last spring with the turkey tour and stuff, we were in these sorts of campgrounds quite a bit. And this is a primitive camping area across the river over there through those woods, our RVs. And these type of spots run anywhere from $10 to $20 a night. This one's got electricity. We're usually looking for camping areas that have running water, potentially showers or something of that nature, because if we don't have electricity, we can't keep all these batteries charged and these videos coming out for you guys. So those are the two main things that we're looking for constantly, is electricity and water. I'll take you for a quick tour inside the tent real quick. Got our 3 cots in here. Ted's gonna be in the back there. Jake's over here. And then I got my old NFL blanket from the mid-90s here on the big guy. But it's pretty basic as usual. We packed everything that we had in totes and hauled it down here in the boat. And now we're unpacked, and no matter how long did it take us to do that, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes?
40 probably.
And we still got daylight left to go out and scout. We're here a day and a half before season. Season opens up on September 1st. That's this Saturday. So tomorrow, the 30th, we're gonna spend the day scouting. So we're gonna head out right now, unhook the boat real quick, go buy us a box fan at Wally World, and then we will be in the woods in the morning.
Sawyers.
Get some Sawyers. Seed ticks are definitely a concern right now down here, as hot as it is. So we're gonna go get some Sawyers permethrin when we're in town, and then we will spend the day tomorrow scouting. Some assemblage required. We're pulling out all the stops on this one.
Pretty fancy.
Boy, that's a good blade they provide with it. Not bad for a $17 fan.
Might have to put that on the boat.
Anyway, guys, to explain what's going on, we ran to Wally World. We got ourselves an oscillating stand fan here. Because it's real hot, we're going to run this fan into the tent tonight so maybe we can get some sleep. Don't make fun of us. We like the finer things at times, even if the finer things consist of buying a $17 fan. Me and Teddy here are gonna finish putting this fan together, and we're gonna get some sleep, and we'll see you guys in the morning. We're gonna go scouting.
Y'all aware of the skunks around here?
Yeah, we just saw
one.
I was about to say, there's all kinds of them around here.
Hopefully we won't tangle with one too bad.
Well, y'all have a good one.
Yeah.
I figured I'd just let you know there's plenty of them around here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Have to get up in the middle of the night, take a leak or something, we're definitely gonna have to keep our eyes peeled.
I've known people get trapped out of the camper's bow.
Yeah. Have a gooder.
Y'all too.
What's have a gooder mean?
Huh?
What's have a gooder mean?
Have a good one. Means have a good day. Creep.
You got her a pop.
What's on there? I'll be right there.
You want one?
No, I'm alright.
Ted, you want a coffee?
I'm alright.
Well, I guess I'm that guy that made you stop for coffee then, huh?
Yep. There's definitely way more people living down here than I thought there was.
It's a little bit flatter than I thought it was going to be, too.
Yeah. Morning. We got up this morning and we headed down here to the public. It's about a 30-minute drive from camp. And since we've never been on this place before, first thing we're doing is just driving around all the borders. We're glassing a few fields that butt up against public from the road, and we're checking access. But we wanted to get up early so we could potentially see some bucks in these fields. Haven't seen anything yet, but it's just now getting light enough, and we're heading into the teeth of it now. This area is a lot different than we anticipated when we were looking at the map, and that's usually what happens. The terrain doesn't seem quite as steep as we initially thought, and it is super, super thick in spots. There's also a lot more houses, a lot more people down here than I initially thought. But this is a big area. I mean, it's 40-some thousand acres, you know, broken up, and there's lots and lots of thick cover and diverse habitat, so I'm assuming there's a lot of deer. But it's a high population area, and in those types of situations we definitely see more hunting pressure.
I mean, you would think if there's something that you can observe in this open stuff that a local guy would have it figured out, but I guess you don't want to assume anything.
No. It's all nasty, like,
Yeah.
seems like the bucks they're gonna have ample bedding opportunity. It's only a 1 buck state.
The guy at camp last night said that you won't run into near as many people this time of year as you would October, November.
Right.
Careful out there, Ted.
I will.
Anchorman?
Oh! As you can tell, this river's pretty wide and we gotta go 4 or 5 miles down it, so a kayak might not have been the best choice in this particular situation. Glad we got Teddy's boat. Quite a few tracks and stuff right here as soon as we got up on the bank. Jake's standing on a pretty heavy trail right there where this log fell down and they're kind of funneled around. It's a pretty good sized track right there too. We probably ain't gonna have to go very far to find a setup. It's all browsed down in there, I'm sure that's what it is. The boat is straight back over there. It's only about 50 yards across this little opening, and then it's straight down into the river. And I could see this creek from the map when I switched over to the topo layer. It's pretty steep in most places down through there. I mean, a deer could cross through there. Right behind Ted and the camera right now, there's a little oxbow right where it flows into the river. And I would assume several of those trails lead right down there to that. Another bed right here. We found 4 or 5 beds in between us and the river. There's a bunch of old rubs, several trails. We're obviously not paying that much attention to the rubs right now because they still got their velvet on, most of them. But we've noticed that a lot of this vegetation in here is browsed down. Found a lot of fresh tracks as well. And we got perfect access coming in from the river. We can just pop up in one of these trees right in here and shoot these trails. Have to get over there and drop some milkweed and check the wind. I think it's supposed to be out of the south in the morning, pretty light. Could be a sneaky good spot, especially opening morning. That direction is where most of the hunting pressure is going to be coming from. If people are coming in from that way, it's probably just going to push the deer back towards the river bedding areas here. But this ditch is ideal for buck bedding. I mean, they can bed on all these little knobs and stuff. See that knob right there?
Yeah, they're not going to cross it right here all the time, but if they needed to escape, they could.
And we're standing on a pretty worn trail right here.
I can't believe how much is browsed.
Yeah, I mean, they're in here a bunch. They're just browsing these little, see these little flowers? They're eating those off the tops of these plants. What we're doing right here We're doing low impact scouting because we're planning on hunting this tomorrow morning. Potentially anyway. The river's right there 40-50 yards away. And we came straight up onto this little flat and went straight across these trails. Now we're not walking up and down the trails like we would at other times of the year. We're just crossing them in one spot. And then we're coming back out to the boat on the same exact trail. And if we end up hanging in here, we're gonna make sure to hang our stands where we can shoot our scent trail as it crosses these things. We don't want to take them up and down because that's just gonna leave more scent along that path that the deer could be taking in the morning. But if we set up to shoot this spot, as soon as they hit our scent, they're gonna stop and you're gonna be able to shoot them before they can figure out what's going on. Well, somebody else is definitely using the water access. The first spot we found looked really good. Didn't look like there'd been anybody in there. Just in the last half mile of river, we saw a kayak down there a little ways, and this could be the same guy just setting up a different spot. It's obviously somebody that's preparing for opening weekend. And this is another really good remote spot right here, and they've cut them a little path to the water so they can walk up here real quiet and slide into the tree and then shoot the edge of the field. Good spot to kill one, I think.
Made themselves some nice steps to get up the riverbank here.
Somebody definitely put the work into this one, didn't they?
It's that guy.
You think it is that guy?
Tracks are right there. Let's get out of here.
Here comes the rain.
Got one.
Come on.
Throw her in the boat?
No.
Yeah, like she's gonna get to eat.
I have a feeling this is about to happen to us.
Getting off that metal boat. Got it.
A little slippery.
Let those marrows eat. It'd be easier if you put that stand on your back instead of...
Yeah, I know, but it's not together.
You can do it, old man. Do you want me to put this camera down and help you a little bit?
Nope. I got it.
You should do a tip video on how to pack your stand in.
Not like this. I figured because we were only going 30 yards that I didn't have to put the thing together. I guess I figured wrong.
Pretty funny watching your uncle fall down like that, isn't it?
Yeah. As you can hear in the background, it's storming a little bit. We left this spot a while ago, knowing it was a good one, but it was the first spot we checked all day, so wanted to look over some more. And found some more good stuff further down the river. Also found another hunter that was out doing the same thing we are. But instead of going back to the ramp when it started storming, we decided to go ahead and hang the stand. It's raining in here right now. It's probably going to rain more tonight. Just going to wash all of our scent out of here, and if we had this thing ready to go in the morning, we'll be able to slide in that much easier. Hopefully catch one of them coming back to bed. There's several beds within 20 yards of the stand right here, and 2 or 3 real good trails leading down and crossing this ditch full of water behind me. It's at the very back end of the public area, so not getting much pressure right here. I forgot you didn't grab a stick. That's done.
First one of the year, how does it feel?
Makes you never want to do that ever again. It's not bad if you're just doing it by yourself, putting one up, you know. Putting 2 up.
And a camera arm.
Always a pain. Unless you have an absolutely perfect tree, it just doesn't work for 2 of them very often. Most of the time you gotta finagle the second one up there. We might have some company in the morning, because I think a coon is denning in that tree.
Between that and the skunks back at camp.
Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, get this. So we set up camp last night, and we're outside by the fire pit, and a couple of local campers pull up next to us and tell us that there's a bit of a skunk problem in this campground. about 5 minutes after I see a skunk right by the boat. In the middle of the night, I think the boys heard one right outside the tent, so.
Smelled one.
Smelled one for sure, Jake says.
Yeah, it was either that or that Jake sleeping next to me. His feet were right by my face, so.
We got coons, we got skunks, hopefully we got deer. Stands in a good spot, so we better get out of here. It's a big one too. What's he doing? Did somebody leave some food right there?
I did. I ate all my food.
He smells it in that cooler. Oh no. There he is. He's right in front of the boat case. There he goes. See him? Oh. Look at him. Look at how fat that thing is. He's got no fear either. He's been eating our food. There he goes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get on. Get on out of here, skunk. Get out of here. He's still there. I don't even want to get out. Like I said earlier, we got a bit of a skunk problem. Just went and took a shower quick and came back, and they're just relentless. There he is. Oh no.
Oh no.
He's huge. Oh my god. Look at him. He can't even run. He just kind of bounds or he just kind of rolls around. That's the same one I saw yesterday. Huge.
We're building history with this skunk. We got 3 years of sheds off of him.
No,
We don't believe him to be a 4.5-year-old.
get out of here. Get out of here.
You're just gonna Hummer him out of here, aren't you?
Yes, I'm just gonna drive him right out of the campsite. There's probably more of them. The guy last night said there was a bunch of them, so I hope we don't get sprayed. Well, we shooed the skunk away finally, and got everything closed up around the tent because I'm sure he's gonna be back. He might be out there right now. So that's one more problem, I guess you could say, that we've got to do. Did you hear him?
No.
You looked out the door.
I got scared.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared too. I don't want to get sprayed, but anyway, we got to deal with some skunks. No big deal. Ted's a professional skunk wrangler, so
Yeah, we got our tomato soup at Walmart waiting for us, so.
whatever that means. So
Drop a name below for the skunk. Drop it in the comments.
yeah, there you go. We're hunting in the morning. We just talked to Zach. Him and Logan are ready to go. Nebraska opens tomorrow as well. So we got lots of hunting content coming to you guys real soon. We're going to start off the deer tour from down here in Kentucky. The first few videos that you see will be this one, obviously. And then the next few days of hunting that we've had here in Kentucky. And if things are slow for us, we'll probably kick it over to those guys in Nebraska. But instead of alternating back and forth and kind of breaking up the storyline and making things confusing for you, we're just going to stick with the Kentucky trip first, and then show you the Nebraska trip. So we got to get some shut-eye because we're going to get up super early, pull your boat down there to the water, and then go to that stand that we hung today. It should be a good morning. Huh?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah. Something's gonna go down probably.
Yeah.
You seem awful confident.
Only thing might be going down is a skunk.
Yeah. Old Ron out there.
We'll see you
getting
guys on the
ruthless.
next video. Thanks for watching.